And just like that, the 15-minute mark has passed, and we are on the second episode of the recording session. Welcome back to Past Hope Survival. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist, and we are building stuff because YOLO! That's right, I said it. What are you gonna do about it, haters? You're probably not gonna do anything. Well, I don't know. It depends on how much the word offends you, because some people get so offended by the word that they will, you know... Actually, that wouldn't even be considered a word, would it? I mean, some people actually pretend that it's like a legitimate word. I believe that yeah. But like, I know it isn't. I say it ironically. Is it 1 block higher or 2? I can't really tell. I'm gonna go with 2. Whoa. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, there you go. Now, pro, ooh! And again, double pro! Double kill! Now, I have no idea how wide this is because of, I can't see the side view. Let me see if I can let me click on this picture and see if I can see, like, a side view of it. Come on! That's not what I'm looking for. These are not the droids that I'm looking for. Why does clicking on a picture take me to a completely different build? Come on. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wing it. I'll probably make it 9 wide like the other build. I believe the other build was 9 wide. Let me see. I promise that next time I do a building session, I'll build something other than like a house or whatever. Because I've been building a lot of houses for whatever reason. Was that an animal? Oh, it's a wolf. Okay. I may or may not get a wolf. I don't know, it depends on how I feel. Okay, so... let me see, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4... Wait, let me start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks. 8 block gap. Making it 10 wide, I see. Alright, well, whatever. I'm gonna go to sleep. And because it's the second episode of the recording session, usually... it's sort of become, not de facto, but it's sort of become the de jure thing of me. The de jure rule, if you will, that I, what do you call it? That I talk about, like, recent movies or anime or TV shows, whatever, that I watch, that I've been watching. That's usually what I do in the second episode of the recording session for whatever reason. And I kinda like that idea. Recently, I've obviously been watching a lot of anime, as you may or may not know, but recently, I started watching Portlandia. I actually like that show. It's a show that's available on IFC, but you can get the first 3 seasons on Netflix. I sort of powered through it. I'm on the last 2 episodes of Season 3. I started it last week. I went through Season 1 in one sitting, because it was only 6 episodes. And the next thing I knew was in Season 3, and because Season 4 is... like, it's airing right now on IFC. Like, it hasn't finished airing yet. So that means that usually the way that Netflix works for whatever reason is that you don't get, like, the newest season, like, the season, until, the next season comes out. So, like, I won't be able to see Season 4 of Portlandia until Season 5 starts premiering, like, in a year from now, which is ridiculous. I kinda hate that, but whatever. Alright, so 9 wide. Or 8 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 would be right here. Boop! No, right there. There we go. And I'm probably just going to do a similar pattern to what I did here. Except for, instead of having a chimney, I'll you know, I can't see the back end of this build, actually. I can only see the front end, so, like, anything from the back I'm going to have to pretty much just... it's pretty much open for interpretation, I suppose. And make it a bit more of my own unique build. But Portlandia, it's like a comedy show on Netflix. For those of you who may or may not know, like, I've actually been considering moving to either like Seattle or Portland. I don't know, like, there's no like guarantee that I ever will, you know, because like you have to factor in finances. Like, I have to be financially stable. Regardless of whether I end up being able to like make YouTube like a full-time job or whatever the case may be, I'm going to go into freelance because I don't, you know, I don't want to have, like, you know, a stereotypical, you know, 9-to-5 desk job. But, you know, I have to keep in, finances for one thing. Like I said, I wouldn't want to go there by myself. I'd need to to convince somebody else to go with me. Whether that be my future fiance/wife or whatever. Maybe just a friend to be like a roommate, something. Who knows? Whatever the case may be. So, you know, I decided to check out Portlandia because why not? You know, this is actually going to be off, isn't it? Because of this chimney, it's going to be off. So, I'm going to leave a 2-block gap there, actually, so that everything's symmetrical. Because why not? And so, I'm on the last 2 episodes of Season 3, and I've sort of been, like, savoring these last couple of minutes, these last couple of episodes, because I'll have to wait a full year for Season 4. Which is really unfortunate. It is a tragedy, if you will. I believe that this is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. There we go. And I guess I could have like a, I don't know, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But anyway, the show itself is, it's pretty interesting. It's a comedy show. Basically, it's about these, actually there's a bunch of different characters played by the same 2 people, the creators of the show, Carrie and Fred. They they were people they lived in Southern California, and they decided to move to, Portland because, you know, the dream of the 90s is alive in Portland. You know, it's, they made a joke. It's like, it's a place where young people go to retire. And so, like, it's supposed to, like, basically the show is supposed to, like, make fun of, like, you know, like, the various stereotypes that Portland has, where it's like a college town with, like, very weird individuals who, like, you know, just bizarre people, like, just very bizarre people, and they make fun of it all, and, you know, it's like, obviously, the characters are a bit of caricatures, in the show, because, you know, I don't think that there are really that people that actually, like, are 100% like that in real life. If there are, that would be actually legitimately disturbing. That's neither here nor there. Let me see, let me look at the picture again. Okay. Let me use the glass panes to fill in the holes. But, you know, so Fred and Carrie, they moved to Portland to give it a try. Because, you know, like I said, the dream of the 90s is alive in Portland. And so, yeah, it's really interesting, actually. Like, so, there are several reoccurring characters, obviously played by Fred and Carrie. They have, like, Fred and Carrie, like, they play the, like, sort of, like, caricatures of themselves in the show. Like, they play as, like, there's, like, Fred and Carrie, and they're, like, friends with the mayor of Portland. They become friends with the mayor of Portland for certain reasons, which I shall not spoil for anyone who decides to watch the show themselves. And then they have, like, other people, like, what is it? There's, like, this stereotypical, like, feminist, like, bookshop called Woman and Woman's First. Both of them are girls. Like, both of them play girls. Like, obviously Carrie is a girl, but Fred decides to be a girl. He dresses up and pretends that he's a girl in this skit, which is really weird. The show, I'd say it's pretty funny. It's not like the ha-ha funny, where, like, you'll burst your stomach, you'll, like, gain abs every time you watch an episode. It's not like that. It's a more subtle funny, like, you know, like, you'll laugh at a couple of the jokes, but, like, you're not gonna laugh. You're not really gonna be laughing the whole time. It's more amusing, if you will. And that's alright, because that type of comedy is, alright with me. I do, enjoy that type of comedy. But yeah, let's see what else. They have, like, I mean, there are several recurring characters, you know, there's, Fred and Carrie also play as, let's see, there's, like, what was it? Peter and Nance, like, at first, like, when you first watch the show, you won't really understand that Peter and Nance are, like, different characters from Fred and Carrie, except for, like, Nance has, like, you know, slightly curlier hair than Carrie, and, like, Peter has, like, sort of like a what do you call it? Like a Jufro, if you will? Oh, that's what people call it, or I don't know what you would call it. What did I come back here for? I came back here for something. Tell me! Oh, yeah, that's right. To make, glass panes. I didn't need to come all the way back out here, though. I could have... That's more than enough. I could have just, gone to the one near the... not medieval, but Middle Eastern style house. But oh well. Yeah, Peter didn't answer. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting show, I must admit. And obviously, like, actually, although it's like a bunch of series of sketches that, like, you know, they're very random, and, you know, the overall story, like, the plot can, like, be summed up in 2 episodes, I mean, like, 2 seconds. Fred and Carrie moved to Portland, and they experienced some bizarre things. But, they actually reference other episodes, in the show, which I think is actually pretty cool. Cause, like, not every show is like that. Consider shows that don't have, like, an overarching story, it's pretty cool when they, you know, reference other events that went about in other previous episodes. I like it. The average length of the episodes are 22 minutes. They actually had a special for the end. Episode 11 of Season 2 was a 45-minute episode, which is the extended version of Episode 10, which is pretty cool. I liked it. I really like the show, I really do. It's such a pity, though, that I have to wait until, you know, next year to see Season 4. And even then, it's like, when I started watching the show last week, I had 3 seasons to watch. Like, next year, I only have 1 season to watch. Which really sucks. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and keep stacking, come on. Aside from that, yeah, aside from that, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to... It has a blend of wood, and I'm gonna use, like, wood. I'm gonna take some wooden planks and put them at the bottom. I started a couple animes. Let's see, which include... You know what? Actually, I'll hold on to that thought. I'll talk about those in the next episode, I suppose. Because, why not? YOLO? I don't know. I know that's not a reason. Someone's gonna get mad at me for saying YOLO. I know it. It's alright if you get mad because it's a stupid word. I say it jokingly because of how stupid it is, and I don't think that anyone should say it seriously, but, you know, someone's gonna think that I'm gonna say it seriously because, as you know, everything that's said on the internet needs to be taken 100% seriously. There's no such thing as sarcasm. Which... I talked about this a while ago. If you go about the belief that it's impossible to detect sarcasm, through, you know, like, text, that's, I don't know. It's just not true. Like, I explained this in an episode of Red Dead, actually. I believe it was an episode called The Elven Brotherhood, but, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to explain that story within the next, you know, minute and 20 seconds of, the video. But, you know, let's just say that during my junior year of high school, I had an unfortunate... Everyone failed a certain essay because of the belief that sarcasm could not be denoted through text. And I'll just leave it at that. Anyway. That was incredibly flat compared to the actual song. I just realized that was really flat. Like, if you were to play this, like, the actual song compared to that, like, side to side. Oh, auto-saving in 3, 2, 1. If you were to play those, like, side to side, like, you would hear, like, whenever, like, a note is, like, sharp or flat, and you play that with, like, the neutral tone, you'll hear waves, and the more out of tune something is, the more waves you'll hear. And it can be really I was in band from 6th grade to my senior year of high school. I played clarinet, so I know all about intonation and whatnot, but it's actually the end of the episode, so... Awkward pause. Awkward rhymes with awkward.